Good evening and welcome to the Notice News Bulletin. This is Saraswati Singha bringing to you the headlines first. Prime Minister Modi lays foundation of development projects worth 50,000 crore rupees in Madhya Pradesh. Ruckus in Assam Assembly over alleged land scam, House adjourned twice. Nagaland Assembly hammers out its own mechanism for compensation for loss of forest land. Tripura Chief Minister takes part in dam protection meet in Jaipur, says dams are important for India's progress. And in Asia Cup 2023, Pak-Sri Lanka match in crucial Super 4 clash is now underway in Colombo. In national news first, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today laid the foundation stone of the Italian cracker project worth about 50,000 crore rupees at Bina refinery in Madhya Pradesh. With the commencement of this project, about 2.77 lakh employment opportunities will be created and there will be revolutionary change in the industrial scenario of Madhya Pradesh. Modi also inspected the model of the petroleum complex. The Prime Minister also virtually laid the foundation stones of 10 new industrial projects of Madhya Pradesh. These projects will also bring investment of more than 1 lakh crore rupees and will create 2.37 lakh new employment opportunities. Modi laid the foundation stone of a 3,000 crore rupees electrical and renewable energy equipment manufacturing industrial area in Narmadapuram district. Union Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Puri and Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan were also present at the function.
मध्य प्रदेश की औद्योगिक ताकत को और ज्यादा बढ़ाएंगे और जब मध्य प्रदेश की औद्योगिक ताकत बढ़ेगी तो इसका लाभ सबको होने वाला है.
Union Minister of State for Personal, Public Grievances and Pensions, Dr. Jitendra Singh, today launched a special campaign 3.0 portal at a function in New Delhi. Through this dedicated portal, scdpm.nic.in, the special campaign 3.0 will be monitored. The government has announced it will conduct special campaign 3.0 from the 2nd to the 31st of October this year with a focus on Swachhata and reducing pendency in government offices with a saturation approach. The special campaign 3.0 will be preceded by a preparatory phase from the 15th to the 30th of this month. Speaking on the occasion, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Swachh Bharat mission in October 2014 and within a few months it became a mass movement. On the occasion, the Special Campaign 3.0 guidelines and Special Campaign progress from December 2022 to July 2023 and monthly report of Secretariat reforms for June to July 2023 were also released.
इसमें सुविधा भी है, सुरक्षा भी है, सम्मान भी और स्वास्थ्य भी है. सुविधा तो ही है, सुरक्षा भी है, सम्मान है, तभी उसको इज्जत घर कहा गया किसी प्रदेश में. Or swasthya, because one of the commonest causes of urinary tract infection happening in women were that they were not able to ease themselves when required, and that too in the young adolescent girls. So I think why I'm saying so is that when we are into campaign as a whole government and all the ministries involved, these are some of the aspects which we need to highlight so that we get the involvement of every section of society.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah has extended his best wishes to the countrymen on the occasion of Hindi Divas. In his message, Shah said Hindi unites the diversity of languages in the world's largest democracy, India. He said Hindi has been a democratic language and it has honored different Indian languages and dialects, as well as many global languages, and adopted their vocabularies, sentences and grammar rules. He said Hindi neither has ever competed nor will it compete with any other Indian language. He emphasized that a strong nation will be created only by strengthening all the languages of the country. The Home Minister expressed confidence that Hindi will become a medium to empower all the local languages. He added that Indian languages have received due recognition and respect at national and global forums.
प्रयत्नशील है कि सहज समान मीठी भारतीय भाषाओं को आधुनिक तकनीक के माध्यम से सार्वजनिक प्रशासन, शिक्षा और वैज्ञानिक प्रयोग के अनुकूल उपयोगी बनाई जा सके.
Moving on to Northeast now, the Assam Assembly was adjourned twice today as it witnessed noisy scenes with opposition parties demanding a discussion on the alleged land and government subsidy scam involving the Chief Minister's wife. The Congress had given an adjournment motion notice to discuss the matter, which was reported across the media the day before. Speaker Bishwajit Daimari, at the end of the question hour, rejected the adjournment notice, stating that it did not merit an adjournment motion. Refusing to accept the ruling, Congress, CPIM, among others, stormed into the well of the House, raising slogans and displaying placards in support of their demand. As the ruckus refused to subside, the Speaker adjourned the House for 15 minutes first and again for 10 minutes when the House reassembled. In news from Nagaland, on the final day of the 14th Legislative Assembly session, the House unanimously resolved to explore various options, including the state enacting its own act for its own compensatory mechanism. It says any diversion of even private or community-owned forest land for non-forestry purposes and damage to environment has to be suitably compensated by the user agency. The Naga tribal ho-hos and organizations in a consultative meeting organized by the state government have expressed their strong objection to the application of some sections of the Forest Conservation Amendment Act 2023 in Nagaland on the ground that it is likely to infringe on traditional ownership and usage of forest lands. The amended act has inserted a new section which exempted the operation of the principal act. The House further resolved that the central government must assure that provisions that may harm the state will not be used.
New Act of Parliament in respect of the religious or social practice of the Nagas, Naga customary law and procedure in administration of civil and criminal justice involving decision according to Naga customary law.
And now it's time for a commercial break. Stay tuned.
Invest in the share market, earn lakhs with guaranteed returns. This limited period offer is just for you.
Snakes have cameras in their eyes.
How can you believe this nonsense?
Aren't you doing the same thing, Dad? Nobody can promise guaranteed returns in the share market. If you see any such message, mail or ad, you can be sure it's wrong. Such schemes defraud investors and are considered a crime. I've explained this to you so many times.
Welcome back. In Meghalaya, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has said that almost 4 million units of power are generated in the state, adding that all units are functioning. He, however, said load shedding will continue in the state at present because of the power swapping arrangement. The state has to pay back 2 million units out of 4 million to the power generation companies. He said the government has changed the model and has tied up with NTPC for better power management, adding that the power swapping arrangement will end on September 30th. Still in Meghalaya, Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma today inaugurated the Northeast Fruit Wine Incubation Centre on the campus of IHM Shillong. He said it is the first of its kind in the Northeast. Winemaking has been a tradition of the tribes of the state, and through this, existing local winemakers and entrepreneurs can get the technical support in winemaking, packaging and marketing. In a social media post, Sangma said this envisages a shift from wine made from grapes as the strength in fruit wines is explored, focusing on local fruits and move towards a goal to make Meghalaya the fruit wine capital of India. Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha today had a courtesy meeting with Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, Union Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat and others before participating in International Dam Safety Conference 2023 at Jaipur, Rajasthan today. Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha today participated in the international conference organized at Jaipur with priority to dam protection. Also present at the meet was Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Union Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, Dr. Saha said, the National Dam Protection Act was passed for the first time in the country in 2021 under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as a result of which the Rashtriya Dam Protection Authority was formed to ensure the protection of dams. He said dams have made significant contribution to India's development trajectory. In news from Manipur, a police official on duty at Chingfei Bunker No. 1 in Churachandpur district was shot dead on Wednesday, officials said. The officer, identified as Ongkhomang, was shot in the head by a sniper. Police sources said one sub-inspector of Manipur Police posted in Churachandpur district headquarters got killed in a firing incident by armed miscreants at Chingfei village under Moirang police station at the adjoining area of Bishnupur and Churachandpur districts. In Asia Cup Cricket One-Day International, Pakistan were 100 for 3 in 21 overs against Sri Lanka in the crucial Super 4 clash in Colombo. Earlier, Pakistan captain Babar Azam won the toss and opted to bat. The match has been reduced to 45 overs per side after rain delayed the start of the game. With Bangladesh already out of the race, the winner of this match will face India in the final match to be played on Sunday. Meanwhile, India will be next seen in action tomorrow against Bangladesh in the last Super 4 match. India has already qualified for final clash after beating co-host Sri Lanka and Pakistan in the Super 4 stage. In Arunachal Pradesh, Chief Minister Pema Khandu today reviewed the preparations for the forthcoming Tawang Marathon. He said he could clearly saw the excitement building up for the marathon. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, he said Tawang is geared up to welcome participants from more than 24 states. He lauded the Indian Army, the district administration for their role in organizing the event. In Nagaland, the Department of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources today flagged off motorcycles with ice boxes under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana PMMSY for the year 2022-23. The department has distributed 20 motorcycles to every district of Nagaland during the program held at the Directorate of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, Kohima. A Pangjung Zamir, advisor, Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, said the department is implementing a program which was launched on the 10th of September 2020. He said this program has historically enhanced fish farming and production nationally, which is also a major boost on ecological health. It targets economically viable and socially inclusive growth that contributes meaningfully towards the economic prosperity for the fish farmers. And to end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister Modi lays foundation of development projects worth 50,000 crore rupees in Madhya Pradesh. Ruckus in Assam Assembly over alleged land scam, House adjourned twice. Nagaland Assembly hammers out its own mechanism for compensation for loss of forest land. Tripura Chief Minister takes part in dam protection meet in Jaipur, says dams are important for India's progress. And in Asia Cup 2023, Pak Sri Lanka match in crucial Super 4 clash is now underway in Colombo. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.